Lekhabab, Bhatar government ITI, running under PTP, create computer hardware and electronic maintenance চাকরি। স্যার আমাদের প্রজেক্ট দিয়েছিলেন, প্রজেক্টের নাম হচ্ছে ইনস্টল উইন্ডোজ সার্ভার অপারেটিং সিস্টেম, মেক ইট ডোমেন কন্ট্রোলার and client machine to the domain. How to install Windows Server 2022. Step by step installation and initial configuration guide. And next, introduction to Windows Server 2022. What is Windows Server 2022? Windows Server 2022 is Microsoft latest enterprise-grade server operating system released in August 2021. It is built on Windows Server 2019 with major improvement used in businesses, schools, hospitals, and government organizations. What provide centralized management of user files, security, and network functions. Where is it used? Corporate IT department and data centers, schools, college, and educational institutes, banks, hospitals, and government agencies. And next, key features of Windows Server 2022. Enhanced security, hybrid cloud-ready management tools, performance, and next, system requirement for Windows Server 2022. Component minimum requirement recommended. Computer processor CPU minimum requirement 1.4 GHz 64-bit. Recommended 2.0 GHz or faster. Computer RAM memory minimum requirement 512 MB 2 GB for desktop. Experience recommended 4 GB or more. Computer component storage HDD or SSD, solid state drive, minimum requirement 4 GB, recommended 60 GB SSD or more. Component network adapter minimum requirement 1 Gbps Ethernet NIC, recommended gigabit Ethernet or faster. Components display minimum requirement Super VGA 1024 into 768, recommended 1280 and 1204 or higher. DVD drive USB minimum requirement for storage media, recommended USB 3.0 drive. TPM minimum requirement TPM 2.0 recommended TPM 2.0 for secure code. And next, require materials and tools. Windows Server 2022 ISO bootable USB drive refers to target computer or server BIOS access internet connection. And next, downloading Windows Server 2022 ISO official download for Microsoft. And next, creating a bootable USB drive with first step 1, insert USB. Step 2, open the first. Step 3, select ISO. Step 4, bgiti or AFI. Step 5, start. In the first settings, guide, and the next BIOS with AFI. Setup changing boot order. Accessing BIOS or EFI, restart the computer and immediately press the BIOS key, command key, delete F2, F10, F12, escape, VPN, manufacturers, setting USB and fast drive, setting fast device, navigate, boot priority, boot order, USB storage device or computer drive the top and next starting Windows Server 2022 installation drive and install the computer. Press and leave command C. Press and key to boot from CD or DVD. The Windows logo will appear. Setup is downloading, loading files. One you will see black screen with Windows is loading files. Then the Windows Server 2020 setup screen to background and next language and keyboard selection files on this screen. English and next clicking install now. What you see on the screen, a large blue install now button in the center. Prepare your computer options. Select Windows Server edition, available edition, standard, old standard desktop, and next. Yes, everything EAA, understanding the EAA, and next this partition and setup installation location and next product key enter, product key options and next installing Windows Server 2020 progress stage, installation stage, copying Windows files, preparing files for installation, installing features, installing update, completing installation. Computer will restart 2 or 3 times automatically. Total time 20 or 45 minutes depending on hardware and next. Setting up the administrator password, creating a strong password, Windows Server, require a complex password, minimum 4 characters, and next. Fast login and server desktop, setup to login, and next. Server manager dashboard overview, key dashboard selection, dashboard, local server, world server, pair remotes, explain, and next. Initial server configuration. Number 1, rename the server. Number 2, set IP address. Number 3, configure Windows update. And next, configuring static IP address. Details 8. IP address submit max and next installing active directory domain serverless ADDS ADDS installation steps open server manager it and more features it means short before beginning and installation type and next we instead domain already its component the local client and domain controller are on the same network and next configure DNS on the client open network and internet settings change adapter option react with the active properties select internet protocol version 4 TCP or IPv4 properties and next join the client to the domain number 1 log number 2 install and log in with domain account click locate system will come to install the computer at the login screen click on the user and next verification and account issues and next security based practice for Windows Server Windows firewall Windows DB configure regular update backup strategy user account remote access and next common installation issues and next advantage of Windows Server 2020 industry security hardware cloud application familiarity